Polkadot and Kusama offer one of the largest money-making opportunities in crypto here today, with some people making literally 100x on their money in a short period of time. Today, I want to talk you through what Polkadot is, what it came from, because the creator of it was someone that's very important in the cryptocurrency industry, and the reason that he made Polkadot is really important. We're going to talk about where it is going, what is so exciting in the near future, and how much you should own in the end. Now, of course, like I said on the entry screen, I'm not a financial advisor. Also, all of this is going to be relative to your own portfolio size. I believe in diversification, so always know that. Now, let's talk about it. Polkadot is $35 here today. The market cap is about $34 billion, making it one of the largest cryptocurrencies in the market here today. But the market cap is still significantly lower than the likes of Ethereum. So what is DOT? Well, it actually came from the founder, one of the founders of Ethereum. So Gavin Wood, Dr. Gavin Wood was the CTO of Ethereum. He helped build it out, and then he realized that there were some things that Ethereum just couldn't do. Polkadot is a scalable, secure, and decentralized multi-chain network for the next web built on Substrate. This is something that allows a lot of people to create and build blockchains very quickly and customizable. So this is going to help fully decentralized web and also helps create connections between different private chains, public networks, and oracles. And this helps build communication between different blockchains, allowing them to exchange data and transactions. Think about it this way: if the whole science industry was all split up and no one could talk with each other, it wouldn't be successful over the long term. Now, Polkadot launched in 2020, and right now they're running about 1,000 transactions per second with an average fee of about $1. Their ecosystem has been growing a lot. This is July 2020. You can see about 75 different projects. Right now, there are 400 projects vying for limited spots on Polkadot. And you can see the ecosystem here, it's grown a lot over the last year or so. So they are growing very quickly with a lot of people excited to get in on this. Now, one of the most exciting things on Polkadot is the parachain auction. So parachains are individual layer 1 blockchains built on Polkadot or Kusama, running in parallel with the Polkadot ecosystem. They're able to benefit from Polkadot's other properties such as security, scalability, interoperability, and governance. Becoming one of these parachains allows your project to operate without paying any fees, gas, or otherwise. This is one of the benefits. Now, this has been a way that a lot of people have been making a lot of money with Kusama. So Kusama has run these parachain auctions. They're actually in between their 5th and their 10th parachain auctions right now. And you can see Moonriver was actually one that recently won a parachain auction. It blew up in price over the last couple months. And then also the people that were making money on this made 50 to 100x. The way that this works is they have an auction. So people that hold Kusama back certain projects. So they do something called bonding, which allows you to loan over your tokens for a set amount of time. Then the project will give you something back in return for this after the auction's done or after the time period's done. So basically, Moonriver won this parachain auction and gave back a bunch of their own tokens. And then at the end of the bonding period, you actually get your Kusama tokens back. So people are literally making 10 to 100 X's on this auction from backing the right projects. Now, Moonriver was part of the Kusama auction. We are still doing more auctions here on Kusama, and they're getting ready for the Polkadot parachain auction. So they want to make sure everything goes smoothly with Kusama, and then they will move over to the Polkadot parachain auctions. So this is going to be a very exciting time. They haven't told us when this will happen, but when it does happen, there's likely to be an explosion in the price of Polkadot, with a lot of people trying to buy Polkadot to back the right projects to then get rewarded in their native token and get their Polkadot back. So right now, it is a very exciting time. Without parachains out, without the date for parachain auctions on Polkadot, a lot of people are accumulating. Now that's becoming really evident because Polkadot is one of the most commonly held liquid asset across crypto venture and hedge fund portfolios. Besides Ethereum and Bitcoin, it is number 1 here. Now, the other thing we have to take a look at is the staking. A lot of people are staking their Polkadot. You can see actually about 64% of the supply is staked. So it is a very exciting time. People are holding for the long term with Polkadot because you can actually get a large amount of staking rewards. Now, with that being said, Polkadot does not have a max supply cap. So it is inflationary, about 6 to 10% a year. That's why it's really important to get an interest rate or to stake your Polkadot. So if you guys want to buy Polkadot, make sure that you're getting something in return. I use Voyager and they actually pay 12% interest on Polkadot. So 1% a month basically they pay on my Polkadot. So that is a huge amount of interest. And if you don't get that, sure, the price might go up, but you have to realize that you are losing out to inflation in the Polkadot ecosystem. So while it might be great to hold it, you would make a lot more money if you were getting an interest rate. If you guys want to check out the link underneath the video to Voyager, you can get 12% on your Polkadot over on Voyager. You also get $25 when you trade $100. So if you guys want to buy $100 worth of Polkadot, you'll get $25 worth of Bitcoin. Also, there is a link underneath the video to BlockFi in case you want to check them out too. They're the other app I use for cryptocurrencies. I just like to have more than one just because sometimes they do go down. So both of those are underneath the video. Now, how much of this token do you need? How much Polkadot do you actually need to become wealthy? The market cap of Polkadot is about $34 billion. Compare that to Ethereum, which is about $407 billion. And you can see is less than 1/10 the price, 1/10 the market cap. Now, I don't think that is going to overtake Ethereum anytime soon, but let's say the price gets back to its all-time high, because we're still not at the all-time high for Polkadot. It's $49.70. So that would be a 42% gain on your Polkadot if you bought it here today. If we get to 1/4 the market cap of Ethereum, we would see a $103 Polkadot. That would be about a 200% gain. If we saw it at Ethereum's market cap, now I'm not saying that Ethereum will be at the same market cap as Polkadot, but let's say 3, 4, 5 years down the line, we actually grow to be the same size as Ethereum is now. Ethereum may be at 5x's, 10x's, whatever, but Polkadot grows to a $400 billion market cap. That would put the price of Polkadot at $412, or about an 1100% gain. Now, that is not accounting for the coming inflation in Polkadot, which I will account for that in a minute here, but that's basically just saying, okay, what if we had explosive growth really quickly? Then you don't have to worry about inflation as much with Polkadot. But let's take a look at how much money you would need in Polkadot to become really wealthy. So let's say you wanted $50,000 worth of Polkadot in 5 years. So you want a dollar cost average into Polkadot. You don't want to just throw a bunch of money at it right now, but you want a dollar cost average over time. And keep in mind, I do think it is important to diversify into multiple cryptocurrencies. I don't just hold Polkadot. I do hold a significant amount of Polkadot, only behind BNB, Cardano, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. It is my number 5 holding. But let's take a look at how much it would cost for $50,000 worth in 5 years. The price of DOT is going to go up. Let's just say it moves evenly up to $128. The reason I picked $128 is actually with the current inflation rate of about, let's say 10% a year, that'd be about 61% inflation over the next 5 years, which would give it a market cap of about $203 billion, accounting for inflation on it, which is about half of what Ethereum is right now. So I'm going with something that's, I think, a little bit conservative. If we assume that 5 years out in the next bull run, Polkadot is only 1/2 the size of Ethereum now. Now that's not like a bear scenario. That would be awesome, right? That's a huge gain from where we are now. That's a 300% gain or so. But again, that's accounting for inflation and all that kind of stuff. So you invest $3,100. The price of Polkadot is $35. You can buy about 88 Polkadot right now. It will give you an interest payment of about 10.6 DOT throughout the year. So you'd have nearly 100 Polkadot in 1 year from now because of the extra amount that you're getting. In 2022, you're going to invest the same amount. You're going to invest $3,100. It does go up an even amount just to make the math easy. I think there will be a bear market and everything like that eventually, but it goes up to about $48, still not even surpassing all-time highs, which again, not very likely. I think it will blow past all-time highs this bull run. You're able to buy about 64 Polkadot at that time. Interest is actually going up because you have last year's amount of Polkadot plus this year's. So you're actually getting about 20 Polkadot a year right now. You would have a total of 182, and you do this for the next 3 years. You're getting higher and higher interest payments or staking rewards, whatever you want to do. And you get about 390 Polkadot by the end. and let's say it's worth $128, well, that gives you about $50,000 worth. Now, that being said, you can make a lot more money than this if you back the right parachain projects. So let's say you back and you bond a good quality project, you could make a significant amount of money more than this. So you bond out your Polkadot, let's say you get the next Moonriver, and you buy Polkadot at the very top, right? It's worth like $50, or let's say it pumps to $100 at that time. You bond your Polkadot at $100, and then you get a ton of the reward from the parachain winner. And then let's say DOT falls back. Well, you can still make a lot of money, even if it falls back to, let's say, $50 and you bought it at $100, because you get a lot of those rewards from that project. The people that put money into Moonriver made 10x's and 100x's, not on Kusama, not on the token Kusama necessarily, but on the project that they got airdrops from. Now, of course, you have to do your own due diligence. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not gonna say that you can or can't do something, because there are limitations depending on the country you're in. Some people made huge amounts of money on Moonriver. Some people did not have access to that. So of course, I am just diving into Polkadot itself. I do think it has a bright future. If you are able to take advantage of those parachain auctions, that's great. But even if you're not, people will buy Polkadot to get ready for these parachain auctions, and the price will go up most likely. There should be a large influx of money into Polkadot and into the ecosystem when those parachain auctions are announced. Either way, if you have $50,000 worth of Polkadot and you're getting 10% a year or 12% a year in rewards, that is a great way of making some passive income. Now, of course, like I said, there is a high amount of inflation, so you have to take that into account. This is an inflationary token, an inflationary cryptocurrency, as opposed to Bitcoin, which is capped, or other cryptocurrencies that are actually deflationary. So always take that into account when you're looking at this. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Like I said, there are links underneath the video to Voyager and also to BlockFi in case you want an interest rate on your cryptocurrencies. You can get interest rates at both of those places underneath the video. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it, and I will see you in the next video.